In this lesson, let's learn about the circumference of a circle. We'll do that using two problems. The first one says a paper towel tube is about 6 centimeters in diameter. So I'm going to tackle the first one first, right? What are we given? We're given the diameter of a paper towel cube, which is a circle, right, is 6 centimeters. The circumference of a paper towel tube is about how many centimeters? That's what we need to find out. We're also given that we can use pi equals 3.14. Okay, so key to remember is the circumference is the distance around the circle, right? Circumference is, if this is the circle, right, and this is the center, circumference is the distance around this circle, right? What is the distance around the circle? So what's the length of this green set of lines, right? So when we want to calculate the circumference, the way we do that is we multiply the Greek value, the value pi, by the diameter. So we are given the value of pi and given the value of the diameter. So the circumference C of this circle is 6 times 3.14, which is 6 times 4 is 24, 2, 8, 18.84 centimeter square. Okay, or centimeters, not centimeter square. The reason it's centimeters is because pi doesn't have a unit, right? Diameter is 6 centimeters times 3.14 is 18.84 centimeters. That's the first part of the problem. Now let's look at the second part, and let's do that in red. Second part says find the missing value. We are given this particular circle where we are given that the radius r equals 7 feet. So we're given this radius r equals 7 feet. We need to find the diameter and we need to find the circumference. Okay? If we are given the radius equals 7 feet, what do we know about the diameter? We know that the radius is the length from one center point, which is the center point of the circle, to any of the edges, right? To anywhere on the edge, the distance is the same, which is the radius, which is 7 feet. Which means the distance from O to B is also 7 feet, and the distance from O to A is also 7 feet, because both of them are radius, right? Diameter is the entire length of this line, from one edge to the other edge, the longest line that can fit within that circle. So diameter is 7 feet plus 7 feet, or diameter equals 2 times the radius, which is 7 plus 7, or 2 times 7, which is 14 feet. That's easy to do. The diameter equals 14 feet. It is always twice the radius. Okay. Now, in order to compute the circumference, we know that the formula for the circumference is pi times d, right? What is the value of pi? Pi is 3.14. What's the value of the diameter? It's 14 feet. So if we multiply, what do we get? 14 times 4 is 56, 5, 19, 1, 42, 43.96 feet. The circumference is 43.96 feet. All I did was multiply the value of pi, which is 3.14, with the diameter we just computed as 14 feet.